welcome back or welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. And for this tutorial today, we have got Miss Rapunzel with the virgin hair. Like, oh yes, we love virgin hair. And I say Rapunzel because she had hair for days and it was super thick. So we are starting off with some pre-cutting here. If you would like to see why I enjoy pre-cutting my clients first before doing any color, make sure you head over to my TikTok because I have a whole video about that. So this little virgin of mine wanted to transition into the blonde goddess that she feels like she is inside. And so we are doing her mostly fully blonde today, but we're still leaving some dimension in there because hello, if you know me, you know I love dimension. So we're gonna have a little bit of leave out and we're still gonna have a little bit of a rootier look here so she can get a smoother grow out and go longer in between her appointments because she is a college student. She ain't got time for all that. So I am going about this the way that I do with most of my more dimensional blondes, but we still want coverage, right? I'm doing my teased slices all the way throughout because slices equal coverage. The more you weave, the less coverage you get. You will hardly ever see me doing any type of super fine weaving unless I'm specifically doing like a baby light application. You know, life for me behind the chair really got easier when it came to my foiling techniques once I stopped focusing so much on trying to get that perfect blend and my foiling application. You know, like my toning days used to just consist of slapping on one toner all over and calling it a day, but we're not doing that anymore, sis. Once I really got better at my toning application and learning how to get your blend and your finished look with your tone versus focusing on it so much in that foiling application, my life just got a whole lot easier. Now you do things how you want to do them. I'm just here to tell you how I do them and how I achieve my end results. And per usual, I am using Schwarzkopf Blondeme, starting with 7 volume and working my way up to 20. You will hardly ever see me use over 20 volume. Also adding in my Olaplex. So with Schwarzkopf Blondeme already having a bond builder inside and then doubling that up with the Olaplex, her hair is gonna feel like butter. Jumping to the front, we are just gonna keep going up with our little teased slices. Per usual, I am focusing on keeping her brighter around the face. Now, she did express to me that she did wanna do the trendy face frame highlight, but she is still new to the blonding game, so we didn't wanna do anything too crazy and leave it a little bit more subtle. And one thing that's super important to note is that you always wanna do your client's color or foil based off of how they part their hair, especially when you're doing any type of face frame highlighting. If your client likes to switch their part around, then I always suggest just doing their hair color based off of a center part. That way they can flip it whichever way they want to. And like you will see me doing almost all of the time, I am combing through my sections to ensure that I am getting even 100% saturation. Also want to note that I am using Framar's Power Painter brush here. I've been doing this a lot lately. I really suggest, if you haven't tried this, to try it. It's not just for hand painting. This brush really helps me feel like I'm getting better saturation, more coverage, and deeper saturation. So I feel like I can get through my application just a little bit quicker by using their brush, the Power Painter specifically. Also using Framar foils here, which I normally always am because I'm just obsessed. I promise it's not sponsored, although I wish it was, but their foils just help me feel the most secure for sure. Toning time. So for our roots, we did 7M, 6NB, Redken Shades Eq, and for the mids and ends, we did 9VG, 9P, 8V, also Redken Shades EQ. I always like to add a little bit of clear into all of my mid/ends formulations. That way I can process fully while not having to worry about overtone. I'm typically only doing about a half an ounce of clear in my formulations, but if I have a client that has more porous hair, then I will do up to an ounce of clear, but never more than an ounce. We are applying that root toner first, right over the lines of demarcation from the foils, and then we're gonna go back over with our mids and ends toner. My top tip for ensuring that you're not getting any splotchy end results in your toning application treatment is by ensuring that that hair is 100% detangled. If you're trying to brush through and it's snagging on those ends, that's when you're going to risk getting dark spots from your roots toner onto that blonde. And make sure that you are using a good detangling brush. Wet brush is my go-to. If you need to brush through again halfway through your processing time, by all means feel free. We let that process for 15 to 20 minutes and this is our end results. And I was obsessed. Like, it was meant for her. If you want to see more tutorials like this, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.